a follow-up date there. How can we write that better? From a South African context, comma, using research from the Human Sciences Research Council, bracket 2018, the following can be found. Okay, it appears a bit confused there. Again, competitive advantage is spelled with a capital C and then it's bold, is a business concept. They write whatever they write, no referencing. Rule number one, if you find yourself continuously going through writing and making claims and statements and not providing references, please be careful. Be very, very careful. It simply means you're going to either fall into the trap of this plagiarism thing, or you're just duplicating and writing things which will probably need substantive facts to support them. Look at the next one. After 1994, should be a comma there, South Africa was accepted as a global element in terms of economic agenda, in terms of the economic agenda. Small wonder South Africa has got significant role to play, small wonder. Now, there's also spoken communication and written communication. So we can say certain things when we are talking, but we can't say those things when we are writing. And they talk about globalization. Again, look at the Z, it's supposed to be an S there. South Africa, again, look, they're now saying SA, but consistently throughout, they've been saying South Africa, South Africa. From just this section alone, imagine you're the one who's marking. You can just see their problems. So maybe this year, in a group context, you guys will be able to work together and avoid some of those challenges. And now they mess up the referencing style. Amos, Pierce, restore and restore. Again, why put Amos in quotation marks? Okay, look at the next point I write there, flow of ideas. Look at the sentence itself. International perspective, Michael Porter defined the two ways in which an organization, again, organization spelled with a Z, again, it should read, from an international perspective, comma, Michael Porter, the flow of ideas should be there. Where I write ref, it simply means that we need a reference. A page number, it simply means you've used quotations, direct quotes, where it should be followed by a page number. You've not done that. You can't have a heading as a question. Okay? They're having a heading as a question. They don't even put a question mark. They put in quotes unnecessarily. This is what we call a one-author paragraph. A one-author paragraph is just a paragraph where you write, but you just cite one author in that paragraph. Paragraphs should be having discussion, multiple authors sharing viewpoints. So avoid the one-author paragraph. Why are you using quotations? References missing, points made, but references missing. Okay, so that's one. That's the first one. Don't want to keep you here long. Let's look at this one. Again, similar error in terms of section numbering. They go straight into the assignment. Look at the way they spell introduction. Small I. They go into a subsection. Again, they've asked it as a question. So much is written there, but no reference support is provided. Comparative advantage are state, shape, order that authorize a country or a company. Again, this sentence is not even written correctly, but you can actually see that also the ideas themselves appear to have been plagiarized from other sources. Again, instead of saying according to Porter, no need for the initials. Please, let's repeat that. You don't put the initials of the authors in the main document. In this case, they've done it. They've put M.E. Michael Porter, not necessary. Again, they write the sentence, said Professor Porter. Need to read that APA guide, because that APA guide also helps you with some of these things. Again, it appears this person is only relying on one major source, which is this Porter source. And you'll notice later on, they get in trouble, because when they try to introduce a second source, which is this source here, they start struggling again using the same source. I predict this assignment was probably written in haste with the due date approaching. They just put together a few sources where we're talking about the need of having multiple sources. Again, no variety of sources. We keep on using the same person over and over again. And I promise you, in this case, this person will not score high. Then the final one we can look at. So imagine if you had an incentive of finishing this assignment early, and then you had submitted a document and you got feedback to correct. This only works if you've managed to work diligently in finishing the assignment. Then you can get feedback. No cover page, no table of contents. Again, use of section numbering. Comparative, it's supposed to be competitive, it's now comparative. Small c, here they say competitive, here they say comparative. Use of we, you don't use we. The authors of this assignment, okay? Don't refer to we or in my section that I wrote. No. Be collective about what you've done and all your efforts. Okay, you'll have these documents, you'll have a look. Now, I'm also going to send you another important form, which is the assignment feedback form, which you all must, do I have it here? Yes, here it is. Okay, this is a form that you must attach with your assignment. It's called the assignment feedback form, where you will each put your names here. Please type it. Don't write it in pen. And I know people will still write it in pen, but I've told you, type it. Type each of the group members' names, put their student numbers there, leave the mark awarded. I will have to put the mark. And this is basically the rubric from which I am going to be assessing your assignment. In this case, I can say for this section, I'll give you 80%, for this section 10%, and then you'll be able to see the transparency to it, or how you get the marks. So that's one. And then the other thing that accompanies that is the plagiarism declaration form. Again, write your names, your student numbers. Each member must then sign. This is not going to happen on the day the assignment is due. I promise you. If you say you're going to print on the day the assignment is due, in most cases, you are going to miss the deadline. And then each member of the group must then sign and put the assignment up with there. This document you also get. Okay, any questions with what we've covered today? Is empirical and theoretical clear now? Okay. Okay, I'll see you on Tuesday next week.